Right. Well, Vivi, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And isn't this a beautiful area? Imagine having this as a garden. Wouldn't this be lovely? Right. How are you doing, Vivi? You well? Just have a nice little slow walk over here. Let's have a chat. Has it been a good day? Right. You don't attack me. I won't attack you. There we are. It has been a good day. Good. That's nice. I've done quite a bit of tidying up today. You know those moments when, after you've been feeling a little down, the house starts to resemble your own mental state, and it's just sort of, I really should have picked up that thing that I dropped 2 weeks ago. That was kind of like how my kitchen was looking. So, I've given it a really good tidy up. And it's a nice feeling to have it looking better. Aside from that, I was supposed to be teaching today, and my client didn't turn up this morning. So, I've just sort of sat around twiddling my thumbs thinking, what else can I do? Frog, good to see you. How are you today? You like this area, Frog, by the way? Very pretty, isn't it? Oh, and Frog, I have to say, thank you very much for the lovely message, by the way. Really did appreciate that. That was very kind of you. I've been thinking of, oddly enough, streaming Minecraft sometime soon. People like that. You've just had a haircut. Do you like it? Ooh. Oh, gosh. How beautiful that is. Do you hear the music? Oh, no! Okay, it's fine. Just ignore that. Not sure if you heard that. It's a little different from usual, but it's nice. Good. But this is actually a rendition of the starting theme from the game. This is the Shaman Village. Very peaceful area, isn't it? I wonder what's going on here then. Minor Erd Tree. What's that then? Continuously heals allies in the area, but it requires 70 faith. Good grief. The secret incantation of Queen Marika. Only the kindness of gold without order. Creates a small illusionary Erd tree that continually restores the HP of nearby allies. Marika bathed the village of her home in gold, knowing full well that there was no one to heal. Oh, so this is Marika's birthplace. So if you haven't been keeping up with the story, or it's been a little convoluted, don't worry about it. But Marika is a god and a goddess who looked at the way that the world had been structured through a great cosmic force and said, I don't like this. I disagree. And so she shattered the rules of the world. But this is where she was born. Very pretty place. You're watching the stream with a friend. What's your friend's name? I'll say hello. Keldimo, good to see you too. How are you? I love that little pot friend axolotl. That's a good match. Gosh, I bet this is gorgeous in VR. I bet this is astoundingly beautiful in VR. And the top of that building looks as if it were made for the shadow tree, sacre tree, I can't remember what it's called, scadder tree, to rest upon. Interesting. Got Raya. And Raya, thank you very much for watching. Wait a minute, does Raya speak English? Or is it German, Japanese? I don't know. Keep looking around here. Rather than rushing through, let's have a little explore in this nice relaxing area. Oh, I've not mentioned this. Now, my favourite game, aside from Elden Ring, is called Hunt Showdown. And recently, it had a new release. I've played that game for 1,000 hours. Really, really enjoy it. And the new release has a brand new game engine, which means that the way things work is quite different. Now, visually, it is stunning. It's beautiful to look at. And the gunplay has become quite a bit more challenging because obviously things have changed. There's a brand new map, and this map is expertly designed. We've got some real talent working at the CryEngine team. However, with these things there's usually a little caveat. The menu and UI reminds me of something that you find in a mobile game. So, it's had about 6,000 negative reviews left so far in the last 24 hours. So I do hope the Hunt team don't take it too personally when the community politely says, "Can we have back the menu that works, please?" And I might stream it one day. I think people would enjoy that. And what have we got over here? Can I drop down there? I wonder if I can. I can. What is this area down here then? Oh! This actually may be the way out of this area. Yes, there's something down there. Oh, it's Rabbitha's Rise. Okay, so I've just gone completely the wrong way. Okay, right, we'll go back to where we were supposed to go, so just give me a moment. That was dumb of me, wasn't it? I managed to find the exit rather than the interesting bits. Yes, when I say I wonder what's down there, I'm speaking my thoughts aloud. One of the problems that I have, Keldimo, is I often say, I wonder what I can do. What can I do here? What should I do? And I don't actually want an answer. That's just me speaking my mind aloud to myself, because it's the sort of things that I say to myself throughout the day. I really do talk to myself an awful lot. It helps me figure things out. Do you do that? You find that when you type no hints, no tips, it helps you not to say the things that you know you're literally asking for. Oh, that's good. One thing I don't mind people saying is something such as, "You're going in the right direction," or "You're going in the wrong direction," or "You missed something really important back there." Because that's the sort of thing that is useful to know in these games. Example, chat has helped me find a lot of rare items which I wouldn't have been able to notice myself without their help. One example was the whetstones. I had no idea what whetstones were or what they were for. And yet you helped me find them. I'm just checking to see... Ah, what is this? A golden braid. Boosts holy damage, negation by the utmost. Queen Marika's offering to the grandmother. Boosts holy damage, negation. What was her prayer, her wish, her confession? There is no one left to answer. And Marika never returned home again. Who was Queen Marika's grandmother? Because Queen Marika, or Marika, which is, well, this lady here, she was a god. So who is the grandmother of a god? Interesting. Okay, we'll return back there and see if we can find anything else. I think that's everything from this area. Just have another look around here. Frog, you're glad you're not the only person who talks to themselves. Matter of fact, if I were to give a TED talk, it would be, talking to yourself is not the first sign of madness. Talking to yourself is the first sign of greatness. Because if you can't explain an idea to yourself, you will never be able to explain it to somebody else. And I've often found that a lot of people, when they try and explain ideas, they're explaining it to themselves as they're speaking, rather than teaching it directly to me. Whereas if they had taken a minute or two beforehand to talk to themselves and figure it out, they'd be able to speak an awful lot better. And then they'd be able to teach me what I need to know. I could always figure out when someone was doing that at university, when they were making it up as they go along, compared to the really bright ones who had taken time to think about what they were about to say. Ooh, look at that moon. Anyway, philosophy of speech aside, have we had a nice week? People been doing anything fun this week? I've had some work this week, which was nice. It's been very lovely to earn some money again. I've missed that. And I hope it continues next week. Ooh, can't drop down there or we'll die. Ah, this is where I died last time. Yes, I forgot about that. You got a good shift, so that's good. Oh yes, that's a question for you, Frog. Did you get the position at a cafe? I think you said it was. A coffee shop. You didn't. Well, at least you tried. At least you tried. There's a lot of people who won't. Let me tell you an embarrassing story. Oh, once upon a time, when I was about 16, 17, I found a job vacancy. And I went to apply. And I handed in my CV, because that's the thing that you did back then. You used to go into the shop and say, hello, here's my CV. Could you give that to the manager, please? Because I've noticed that you have a vacancy. And they said, yeah, sure. And it was some sports clothing shop, that sort of thing. Nothing particularly special. And they invited me in for an interview. Now, my mother, however, asked me, where are you going on the day? And I said, I'm going for an interview. And she insisted on driving me there. I thought, okay, well, fair enough, that's quite nice. But then she insisted on coming into the interview with me to sit with me as I'm trying to explain why I would like this job. And of course, I'm only 16. I'm not going to be able to fight against what she said. But I didn't get that job because, yeah, when your parents come in for a job interview just to sit next to you for moral support, that's not exactly what you want, is it? And then there was another moment when I once had an interview for a company that ran eBay shops. So they'd help people set up their eBay shops. And the interview was going really, really well. And I was just about to leave. And as I left, I walked through the front door, said thank you very much to the people. And God knows how, but waiting in the parking lot was my mother in the car. And she beeped her horn meep, 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 at me. And I just looked at her, looked back at the man who had just interviewed me, and he gave me a look to say, wow, you mummy's boy. And I had no idea that she was going to arrive. I had no idea how she even knew I was there. And I didn't get that job either. So as long as your parents have not been coming with you to your interviews, you're doing better than I did. Oh, for goodness sake, please, leave me alone. Oh, they do teleport. Okay, I thought they just popped out of the air. Right. You've been going to them alone. But they gave you mixed signals. Right, well, that's not your fault. Keep trying. And the best thing you can do is, if you do struggle with that sort of thing, ask someone who... Oh, what's this? Wait a minute. Now, why isn't this working? Have I done this already? I think I have. Wait. Did we come here on the previous stream? I can't remember. We went to that one. But did we go to this one? Zelash, good to see you. Then I wonder if I'm missing something around here. Look at them climbing up the walls. Creepy looking things, aren't they? They're like someone stretched a really long axolotl. Frog, what I was going to say is if you do struggle, ask someone who doesn't know you that well, but would be happy to do so, to give mock interviews and that sort of thing. That can be very helpful. Oh no! Don't get floating there, or else you'll die. If your character floats around for too long, you end up dying. Right. Well, I don't know what to do now, because I thought we hadn't blown that horn. Weird. Okay. Moving on. Oh, 1-1 if you've streamed before. 2-2 if you've not. I wonder, have I actually been there then? There was a little pit further down here, so we'll just have a look down there. Where was it? I put a blue line somewhere. Oh, spirit noodles. What have you got to hide? Did you know these have legs, by the way? They make noises. Never knew they made noises. Huh. Sean Vaughan, if you worked in an industry where how you performed in an interview mattered to your hiring, you'd be out of luck. I agree with you on that one. I am absolutely terrible at interviews. Mainly because I'm the type of person who doesn't want the job. I don't enjoy working for other people. I like working for myself, but not others. If they ask me, so why do you want to work here? My honest reply would be, my time can be exchanged for services and money which is necessary to pay rent and living costs. It's a bit like if I were to ask them, why does your company work? Or why does your company exist? They would probably say, well, we want to make money. Why am I not allowed to reply in exactly the same matter? And I'm going the wrong way, that's why I can't find what I'm looking for. You never understand that question. I think those types of questions are where people ask them because everybody else asks them, but nobody knows why they ask them. Also, what is this area for, if there's nothing here? Oh, and you work in kitchens. Oh, yes. Well, frankly, if you were to imagine, from what I know of it, a restaurant, you've got what are essentially charming-faced people out front with the lovely service and a smile, and then a ragtag collection of the most grizzled pirates covered in hot oil burn splashes and willing to keep anybody alive through the sake of just making the most delicious meal you've ever had in your life in the back. And the two groups don't seem to intermingle, if I'm right. Is that true? A bit like Pirates of the Caribbean, but you keep the chefs under the decks where all the cannons are. Right, I've no idea what this area was for because there's nothing in it. But close enough, right. Oh, did I share the really cringy thing that happened recently? Oh. Sadly, a friend of mine, one of their colleagues at work passed away. And everybody was writing a card of sympathy to be sent to the family. Unfortunately, one person mistook in this card what had actually happened, that the person had had a brain hemorrhage. And they put in the card that they were very sorry that Jim had passed away from hemorrhoids. Nobody found out until the card had been handed in. And I can imagine the family were a little bit bemused upon learning that their dearly beloved had passed away from hemorrhoids. I hope it gave them a little bit of a laugh at least. Jiggles, good to see you. How's your day been? You laugh for a day? It's one of these ones I've not been able to get out of my head, really. Right, I'm looking for... There it is. Okay, yes. There must be something down here. Also, why is Torrent so luminescent at the moment? Oh, this looks like a boss area. What is this? It is! Right. I need a fire. Wow, okay, that does no damage. Did that literally do no damage? Ooh, do I have anything that's going to do fire damage? No, but I can bleed at least. Oh, gosh. Right, that's a tough one. We'll try that again. Ah, right, Azijan. Right. Oh, I'm all the way back here. So we need to go back there. tell you what, just for this enemy, we'll use a Blasphemous Blade, because they're not exactly fun to fight to those giant things. Oh yes, I tried upgrading the torch and I ran out of upgrade materials, didn't I? We need to see what that's like. We'll take off that shield. Right. You, come down here. Actually, you've reminded me of something. When I was watching Hob the other day, I realised that he went to an area that I've never seen before, and I don't know what the boss is. And I can't quite remember how you get there. Now, you'll know what the boss is, so please don't spoil that for me. But there was a big door that you opened in Mesmer's Tower, or Mesmer's Castle. So we need to find that today, because I don't know what it was, and don't know where it went. I don't know where my runes are either, because they were underground. So, somewhere this way? I was actually really happy when I found that, because it made me realise, oh, I've got more of the game to play, which was nice. Don't you dare. You're not pushing me off the edge. Thank you. Now, we'll use all our power-ups just for this annoying thing. But it might give us something nice. Ow! Why'd you do that? Right. There we are. Let's head down here then. Ah, right, okay. Because this is a giant one, it doesn't have the fire, does it? No, it's not going to animate where it does the giant roll for the fire, so it might die again. These can stun lock you very easily. One more should do it. Oh, my reaction speeds are so slow today. I've not really warmed up. There we are. What are you going to drop? Nothing. Huh. Ah, well, at least we get some ashes from it. And what is this? Just a normal rune. Right. So where are we? We're down... Oh, I see what this area was for. That was for the area where these spirit noodles were. Ah, okay. Right, now, let's go and see if there's a little drop down there. If we get anything. On the last stream, I raided MDP. And MDP was trying to do a no leveling, no scadu. I think it was level 1. What do you call it? Yes, level 1 run through of the DLC. And he was at 1,200 deaths against Mesmer. And it looked like he was about to get it. Any idea if he did? Gosh, this is a beautiful area. I'm enjoying the music. Now, that jump was down here. That's it. To make sure that I'm not missing anything. Although knowing from Saft, they'll put a key item that I need right behind me. So, not that way. This way. 出口はどこですか？はい、今から日本語で話しましょう。あ、 こちら。はいや。1、2、3、4、5、6、7. Right. Now where the heck... No, no, no! Oh. Well, I thought I was going to die there. Obviously not. Oh, right, okay. That means I have literally just missed something, though, because I can see there is a little pillar. Oh, what do you mean? Not a little pillar. Ah, there's a little ledge at the top there, which I should have dropped onto. Right, never mind. I will remind myself to go back there later on. Okay, let's go here and see who we can find in the boss area. Right, boss time. Won't use the Blasphemous Blade because it's a little overpowered. We need something that hits hard and fast. Katana? Katana will get a little bit of heals. And we can drop a bit of weight. The irony that the Omen armor weighs less than the Berserker armor is not lost on me. Should be good to go. What other equipment could we use? Can't remember what his attacks are like. Let's not use a Call of Tibia. Let's use glintstones. Actually, no. Cookery will be very good for bleed. Right. Okay. This is going to be fun. Apparently this boss has very janky hitboxes. In we go. Don't know how you dodge this one. Okay, so... Yep! I have no idea how you dodge this. Not a clue. Oh, you've got a projectile as well. Never mind. Right. We might be here a while given that my attack did, what, 1 HP's worth of damage? Apparently a lot of people get stuck on this boss. So, we'll see what happens. And I will just take some spells off. That one, that one, that one, and that one. What could we use against him? That might work. Make sure you aren't debuffed. Thank you, Sakura. Yeah, I'm not, no, yes. I wish I'd figured that out, by the way. It was a grand total of about 200 hours. Oh, that spell just goes right through him, does it? How are you doing, by the way, Sakura? You well? Gosh. Oh, gosh. Free part. Oh, I think I'm dead now. So you can't roll through him. You have to go backwards, sideways, or something like that? Sakura, if I remember correctly, you play Minecraft, by the way. Is that right? You're surviving. Oh, I hope the... What do you call it? 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 The Antibiotics are working soon. Can we have some hearts for Sakura, please? Tooth infection. Or jaw infection. I don't quite know. Wow! So he's immune during that charging phase. Oh, what is that? A 5-part combo, please. What is... I don't understand these. Hit him in the behind. I keep trying. But, unfortunately, his boar kicks me. It seems to be that he moves a little too far away from me to hit him. There you are. Oh, I got a hit on him. At least one. Oh. I have no idea what to do on this. Yes, a mysterious toothache. Right. Keep trying. At least I've done some damage. That's true. I'll try this one again. Will he knock down this tree? Yes, he's going to knock down that tree. But you can't roll out of the way. Weird. That works. Oh, perfect. That's good. Now let's see what it does. No, I don't know how you evade that. When it does the little charge forward, you might have to do a roll right at the very last minute. Ooh, nearly. I've done a ton more damage this time. That's because I'm using a different weapon. Ah, we've got him into second phase. So he's going to do some... Hello, Radahn! He's going to do some different attacks, a bit like that one, which I've not seen before. Oh! Never mind. He hits like a truck. If I can stagger him, that would be useful. Need something that hits very heavy. Something that does a lot of poise damage. He is electrified. He's electrified with gravity, believe it or not. Purple is gravity magic. And I said hello, Radahn, because Radahn was the person who I fought that turned into a comet. And he did exactly the same thing. Ah, you need to do a last-minute dodge there. That's how you do it. And that should be a stagger. Yes, it is. That's not very good. Oh, don't hit me again, please. Now, second phase. I rolled way too early there. Okay. That's a gravity orb, so I need to get out of the way of that. Oops. It lasts a long time. Ah, so 2 hits of that sword and I'm dead. Oh! I can't roll quick enough. What? Okay, there was a boss in the main game called Radahn, and he had great big locks of fiery hair. He had, where is his helmet? This helmet. And halfway through the fight, he quite literally jumps on his tiny little withered up horse, up into space, and then comes crashing down again, like a comet. And that's what happened. So it reminds me of Radahn, because this one goes up into the air, on a little noble steed, and comes crashing down to earth. Not quite as impressive though, this one. Last minute dodge. There we are. Well, the kukris do a decent amount of damage. Don't know which side you're supposed to stay on. Don't roll into him. Oh no, come on. So it seems you can rarely get a full attack off with the dry leaves, which is that kicking attack that I'm trying to do. Why is gravity purple? Well, every magic in this game has a colour so that you know what magic it is. Stay on the side that his sword isn't. The problem is, because he's on a steed, he can easily swing from one side to the other. If it were a a normal fighter, then that would be much easier. But good idea, though. Right, we'll take off the dry leaf. Try this again. Now. No, too early. Okay, I thought I had dodged that. I'm dead. The Flask of Tears do not heal you as much as they need to. I'm only getting half healed through one flask, which is a little bit difficult for me to get. Oh no! I'm trying to speak too much. And I'm being really quiet this stream anyway. This is terrible. I don't know what to do. I need a sword that hits very hard and very quickly. I don't think there is such a thing. How about, rather than this, I try that And we'll put a different Ash of War on it. What is that? Prayerful Strike. What does that do? We'll give it a try. How long have I been fighting him? How long have I been streaming and half that? Apparently, though, people get stuck on this boss for a long time. So we may be here for a while. We'll find out. Amazes me that people manage to no-hit these games. Okay, it does a lot of damage. But it's very slow to attack. He's weak to holy. And I can't get my stamina back quick enough. I can't heal, I'm getting interrupted when I heal. Not again. How did that not hit me? How is that fair, that when he does his charge, things can go through him? Oh, that did a lot of damage. I'm dead. No, I didn't have heals on. I had cookery on instead. Oh, that was silly. I nearly had him there. So if I'd have managed to get that attack where his eye glows gold, it's called a riposte. It's where you've broken his poise and his steed staggers. And I probably would have got that. What else could I do? Don't we have anything better than that? Take that. Take that. Yes, we'll put the really heavy greaves on. Okay, there we are. Oops, I forgot my blessings. Might be able to get them all. If he doesn't charge. Now, dodge at the last second. Good! Now, game, I can't see anything. Because I'm stuck by the door. But this is a strat that you can use. Look at the damage on that. If you stay by a doorway, they can only go so far. And then they will avoid the attacks by doing stuff like this. Where you only get hit a little bit rather than all of it. Now we just need to wait for him to come back. Are you going to come back? Gaius? Gaius, are you okay over there? There we are. This is so much easier with this weapon, by the way, because of the holy damage that it does. Sketch! Good to see you. I'm going to try and not die. Yay! Sketch, thank you for the raid. This is for you. GG Gaius. Gaius dead. And a raid, not a wretch. A raid from the awesome Sketch. Thank you very much. See, I needed that, Sketch. I've been fighting that for about 15-20 minutes. How are you doing? Welcome on in, Raiders. Right. We'll have a look around here. What were you streaming today, Sketch? Ooh, we get a nice weapon from that as well. Let's see. Now let's just rest here. Grand Blue Fantasy. I've never played that. What's it like? I'm glad that boss is dead. I thought we were going to be on that one for a long time. And that's the power of using a new weapon. Making sure that you switch things around rather than sticking to the same thing. It's the most awesome of games. What's it about? Also, I realise you may have to go because you've been streaming for a while. So if you do need to head out, that's absolutely fine. Right. Where do we go? Up here. Flashy like Genshin with an endgame grind. Ah, I see. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, could we have a shout out for Sketch, by the way, please? For those of you who are raiding, my name is Gandolph Oratore. Nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, just really uninspired with names. I'm too frightened to change it to my new VTuber name, which I really should do. I know. And I started out as a VR chat streamer. I would tour around the wonders of VR, showing off thousands of virtual worlds. And after doing about 100 episodes of that and slowly losing my mind to brain rot, I decided let's suffer a little bit more. And so I switched to Elden Ring. And I've been absolutely loving it. It's great fun. Let's see. Well, we got a lot of very nice items here. Those, what do you call it, Scattertree or Shadowtree fragments will allow me to level up. Just not quite sure where we go next. Let's have a look. What have we got on the map? Chalice? We had to burn something, didn't we? Oh, I know where we need to go. We need to go back there. Right. Okay, before we do that then, we're going to have a look just around here. And then head off. You have a D&D prep planned. All right. And thank you very much for lurking. This sword is what you get from Grandsax. And my Grandsax fight was bugged. Oh, not Grandsax, sorry, Placidusax. He's the dragon who has one head missing. Ooh. Hello. Who's shooting at me? Who are you? Oh, I thought I got rid of these things. Albinurics on Wolfpack, they're horrible. They do an enormous amount of damage. And they've got a little machine gun. Right, come over here. You swear it looks different? Hmm? Ooh, what's this? Oh, no, you don't. You're not inflicting frostbite on me. See, look at the damage that they do now. The only boss I know that I've got a second... mob I know that I've got a second phase. Aha! There we are. Get to the ground, you trash. Gaius's Greaves. And an Albinuric bow. What's that then? A cruel joke made for Commander Gaius. Riding atop the boar he called his other half, Gaius was in fact a warrior of Albinuric extraction. Oh yes, so the male Albinurics, which are homunculuses, human-made, well, people, have no legs. The males don't have legs for some reason. And dexterity over strength. Very nice. And a longbow. Nice. The Albinaric archers were a class of their own, and their deadly long-range specialists struck fear into the hearts of men. Interesting. As for if this sword is any good, yes, it's fantastic. It has a beautiful Ash of War, which looks like this. And it hits very, very hard in the DLC if you level it up, if you have the stats for it. Now, I could get more blessings, but I'm not going to, because I'm level 219. And what I'm going to do instead is just level up normally. Actually, we'll see what we can get here. And then we'll level up. You are going to offer me something nice, aren't you? Little old crone. So we can get his lance or the blades of stone. But that's a spell which I can't use, so I may as well use his lance. There we go. Right, we'll level that up. See what it's like. Don't think I've used a lance in this playthrough yet. First, though, need to buy equipment. 2 of each, please. And 2 more. There we are. Oh, Sketch, if you don't mind me asking, what D&D are you playing? Oh, that hammer wasn't even fully leveled up. Right, I really should do that. Okay. I can imagine that's going to be very fun when it's fully leveled up. Oh, wait a minute. This just normally uses smithing stones. Even though it's a boss weapon. I need more smithing stones. Right, we'll do that at another point then. Actually, no, let's do it now. Smithing stone 6 onwards. It's a game called Curse of Strahd. Never heard of it. Not at all. I'd really like to play D&D, but my local society closed down. Get a few more. Right, that should be everything that we need. So you're aiming to have your team defeat a vampire lord. Ah, very fun. Played Dungeons and Dragons once, and our party ended up down on a beach. And as they were walking past the beach, the DM said, and if you look around closely, you may see that there's something amiss. And we looked around, and the DM said, have you seen it? We said, no, no, no. They said, right, well, look even closer. And we did. We looked even closer. And then one of us noticed that there was a lighthouse. And the lighthouse's light was not spinning. It was focused solely upon us. And then the lighthouse itself stood up. Because the lighthouse was a mimic. And it slowly started to walk its way towards us on giant crab claws. That was a brilliant fight. How do you fight what is essentially a building? I've gone to the wrong warp. There's nothing here, is there? Let's just take these off. Now, we want to be going... Where are we? Oh, yes. Anne's back. Fight, I think it was. Legendary Mimics. Oh, I've never heard of it before. And mimics love alcohol? Really? Let's try this sword then. Right. Interesting looking thing, isn't it? Now, we'll probably put our lovely armour back on. Nope, never mind. And are we in the right place? I can't remember. Swordlands, the spork of the Elden Ring. Wow. As I said, I've never tried one before. Oh yes, it is. It's a sword lance. I'd not noticed that. I thought it was just a lance. Weird. Okay. Now we go in here. And I have gone to completely the wrong floor. Never mind. Okay. Yep, I was supposed to be going all the way down to the bottom, so just ignore me. Wrong race. Gosh, imagine what that must have been like. Galloping around with all those horns on it. Couldn't they have put something like that in the game? And the giant... Whatever that thing, the giant horn scent. I hear you. Kind of okay. Uses a fair bit of MP. And very slow. Does decent damage though. Now. We had to go over here, was it? No, it wasn't here. It was the next one. Ah, so slight problem with these sword lancers is, along with some of the other things in this game, if you get too close, sometimes you can't hit the little enemies because you're too tall. Susa, good to see you. Yes, the best bit is, if you look at the size of the greaves, my character has very thick thighs. Look at the size of those things. So, the fire prelate ones, I finally found them. Anyway, don't you dare poison me. Oh no, never mind. Okay, yeah, do that to me once I've got my armour off, will you? Thank you. When I've got my armour on, thank you. Right. Now, we need to make a choice. Who do we fight against? Are we going to fight against Aimbach or Leda? I don't know. Susa, calm down. Who do we fight against? Be summoned for Leda or be summoned for Aimbach? I don't know this one. 1-1 for Leda. 2-2 for Aimbach. What do you think? You don't know the difference, Susa? Yes, I did take the shirt off. There you go. Okay, fine. Here. Right, there you go. You can see the extraordinarily thick thighs of this character. 1-1 for Aimbach. Leda. See, I'm of the mindset that I really want to help Sir Ainsbach, because this lady leader has been trying to kill all the charming NPCs. However, I'm well aware that Sir Ainsbach drops much nicer equipment if I fight against him. So, I don't know which one I should do. So I'll tell you what, we're going to leave it up to fate. I'm going to flip a coin and we'll see what it'll be. Heads, we go for gold. Tails, we go for red. 3, 2, 1. What's it going to be? Tails? We go for red. Oh no! I didn't want to do that. I wanted to help him. But this is fate. So we have to do it. I'm so sorry, Ainsback. I'm so sorry. So this character that we're fighting against...
Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence. And exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I. You are thorough indeed, Lady Leda. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do have my doubts, and will not simply lay down and die with them.
Well, fancy meeting you here. I am pleased. Now go and make yourself useful.
Okay. So the reason I didn't want this is Sir Ainsback had been tricked into supporting Moog because he was brainwashed. And he really didn't deserve it at all. He's one of the few characters who realise that he'd done something wrong. And he'd redeemed himself. So, I feel sorry for him. It is sad, but that was fate. I literally flipped a coin and decided what it was going to be. And that's what it was. Right, I'm not much of a fan of this weapon, so we'll swap it to this one. And Leda really is doing all she can. There we are. Sir Ainsback, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. I didn't want to do that.
All that you have done.
I didn't want to do it. I'm sorry. No, he's dead now. He's long gone. I've got his gear. But he's dead now. One of the few actually redeemable characters in the game. So we may as well wear his equipment. What does it do? The iron mask of Sir Ainsback, giving the appearance of a quiet, wide, old bearded man. But an old fear lurks beneath, together with the cold, unflinching discipline that once honed his blade, now employed to enhance blood oath and dynastic skills. In other words, he was a bit like a vizier. Ainsback understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice, but it was for these very reasons he was unable to let go. Oh, I'm sorry, Ainsback, I feel like a traitor. We are going to... Where is attire? There we are. What does this do again? It doesn't do much, I'll say that much. The defense on it is absolutely abysmal. Right, let's just head out of here then. Fate is not the decisions you could make yourself. Do not blame the coin. No, okay, lovely little bit of rhetoric there. But I do need to go with fate on the basis of, if I flip a coin and I go against fate, I, changing it, can only blame myself if it goes wrong. It is my fault because fate had decided that it was to be so. And so I cannot go against fate. Oh. Right, we need to go along here pretty quickly because the enemies in this area are quite mean and nasty. And I don't have the right weapon equipped to deal with them. Yep, I see you behind me. Now, I'm not sure which way I go through here. So I'm just running along hoping that I find the right way. It seems my special attack does not work against these ones, which is disappointing. Just sounds like you aren't capable of bearing the consequences of your own actions. All right, thank you very much, little Miss Therapist. So mean. So hideously mean. Right. You go to sleep now. No, not again. Well done. Wait a minute. Are you using my own words against me? I think you are. Didn't we have this discussion with you at one point? Now. It boosts these sorceries. So... you should bleed like crazy now when you do bleed. Okay, you don't bleed. Good to know. Wow, this sword does no damage whatsoever. Was passionate, wasn't it, Susa? Someone's got an axe to grind. Oh, the gear of these knights is fantastic. I've almost got the full set, I think. No, I have got the full set. But we can't wear it now because, well, we've killed Sir Ensbach. I'm going through here because I'm looking for a secret door which was somewhere. I don't quite know where it was. It was a door by all the little jars and pots. It may not have even been in this castle. It may have been in... may have been in the Castellensis. Don't know. Oh, no, it could be down here, yes. I think we're in the right place. Ah, now we're back here again. Okay. So... it'll have been this way. The church district, that was it. And I would have completely missed this area if I hadn't been watching Hobbs stream. So I'm glad I did. Let's have something that's a bit more fitting for Sir Ensbach. What would he use? Well, he used a bow and arrow. I think Ramina's pole blade is not what he would use because he's a blood wielder, isn't he? Yes, that's what it was. Zenora's pole blade. Make sure I don't fall off. There we go. I remember travelling through here when it was full of water and being a little bit worried when I saw something rather big. Oh. No! Floating through the water. And of course, it was only an ulcerated tree spirit. I thought it was going to be something really different and cool and scary. Now you've got two heads, haven't you? Got two faces. I don't think these things bleed. They don't seem to. Ah, they do. They just have an awful lot of bleed resistance. where do we go? Somewhere down here. I'm looking for a hole in the roof. I thought there was a hole in the roof. Can we get up there? Yes, I can make that jump. Oh, there we are. Right. What's this? Not been up this way, I think. Oh, I have. This is where we needed to go. Somewhere down here. Up! No! Of course, there's a broken bit of masonry there for me to fall on. Yep, well done, me. Brilliant. Ooh, the game just tabbed out. What happened? There we go. Try again. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you. Take your crab eggs. Mmm, delicious. I don't know what they taste like. I've never actually had them. I've looked at them and I've thought, maybe not. It's one of those few moments where I want to go vegetarian. Oh! Just... Okay, now I've got to teleport back. Because I can't get back up there because I missed the jump. Aww. And I can't even open my map because there are enemies nearby. Come on, let me open my map, please, game. I'm going to hide in this corner. Oh. Right, so there's nothing I can do now. I've got to just run around until the game lets me open my map. Okay. Come on. Wait a minute, there is a elevator around here, isn't there? Yes, that'll do. There we go. If anything that does more bleed at a high level. Yes, let's try Rakshasha's katana, that'll do. Right. Send that down just in case I fall off again. Now, try again. Thinking of things to talk about. Anybody working on anything interesting? Personal projects, that sort of thing? Do I have thoughts on afternoon tea? I would love to have it. It's just rather expensive. And also, this is going to sound silly, but I'm on a diet. Oh, I used to weigh 150 pounds. And when I weighed 150 pounds, I had cheekbones. I looked much less round-faced than I do now. And at the moment, I weigh 164 pounds. So I would like to lose 14 pounds. Which, for me, is a lot. Because it's not exactly that I'm overweight, is it? 6 foot tall. What's my BMI at about 24? So I've been trying to avoid the sugars and the cakes and all the things that taste nice. I only have about 4 tablespoons of sugar a day. Maybe 3. Depends on how much I put in my tea. In Ilulu, you have a food event. An afternoon tea. Ah, that's lovely. Now, where do we go? Where is the church? Is it this way? You bought some fancy tea. Made in India. By the British Tea Company. That makes perfect sense. That'll probably be a remnant of our colonial days, to be honest. Because that was when we essentially forcibly set up all these tea plantations. Now, though, thankfully, they're all owned by Indian companies. Because what we did in India was horrific. But I bet they taste nice. Darjeeling, ooh, that'll be lovely tea. That'll be very good. There is a type of tea which is a Darjeeling, nicest I've ever had. And it was called Champagne White Tip Darjeeling. And apparently it's Darjeeling tea leaves at the very, very first sign of them being ready. Of course, it's all hand-picked, but you can only get a tiny, tiny amount of these tea leaves. Oh. Well, this isn't where I wanted to go at all, so now I've got to go back to the other place. Oh. Where am I supposed to go? I'm looking for the church. It must be somewhere here-ish. Recently, actually, it's been quite difficult to find good tasting tea. If anybody knows of any brands that taste nice, and this is going to sound very strange, don't leave a horrible taste on your teeth. Let me know, please. Because the tea that I really enjoyed, which was Sainsbury's red tea, every time I drink it, it leaves a sort of gritty feeling on my teeth, which is horrible. And it didn't do that in the last batch. Yeah, don't need to bother you. Okay. Please do, Susa, please do. Right, now, I am completely lost. I do not know where to go at all. We'll try the main gate. Remind me again, by the way, where is Osusu? Sorry, Osusu. Olulu Susa. That's what happens when you blend Susa and Osusu. Olulu. I'm thinking Honolulu, but I know that's not the case. No, it's not this way. It can't be. I have no idea where I'm going. That must have been Mito. Yes, it was. Hello, Mito. Thy announcement has been made. What I like to imagine that is, if you've ever seen when someone is approaching a court and they have the person who stands there and shouts out, "The Honourable Lord and Lady Rendred," like that, to the person who's in charge there. That's essentially what you're doing with those hunks, and I'll give you this one to you free. Ooh. So thank you for the 100 bits, very kind of you. Now, where the heck do I go? Is it down here? How are you, Mito? Are you well? Oh, Susa, please tell me what it is. Now, don't fall down there, because I died last time doing that. It's warm, the air is stagnant, and it's humid where you are. Really? It's cooled down an awful lot in England. I'm much preferring that. Oh, there. Good to see you. How are you? You well? And my voice is going. Where's my voice going? Been talking too loud, probably. Oh. Ah. No, that just takes us there. Okay. I am completely lost. I'm looking for the part of this church which is filled with, what do you call it? Pots. Oh, it might not actually be this part of the church, might it? It might be the other place. Enjoy the free points, yes. And you may notice we killed Sir Ainsback. That was not by choice. I flipped a coin if we were going to side with Leda or Sir Ainsback, and we ended up siding with Leda. So that was really, really bad because I thought he had been an honourable man by recanting his ways. There we are. Anyone know the law of why coffins are the preferred transportation method? I've no idea, Arthur. My only thinking is the idea of they are a transportation device from passing from one world to the next, the land of the living to the lands of the dead. And if you imagine them as a transportory taxi, when you get in your coffin, you've no idea where you're going to wake up. Well, maybe that's what it is. Susa, please just put a little DM image on Twitch DMs and I'll find it. Thank you. Actually, I'll give you a invite to the Discord after this. How's that sound? Right. I am in completely the wrong place. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, so we're going to have another look around this other church. Where is it? Or castle, sorry. It is... This one. Susa. I made it long after I started streaming, and then kept it private for ages, because I found it really, really difficult to manage running a Discord. But now I'm finding things a little better. So it's not open to everybody. It's open to people that I think, yeah, you're not a random. You're not going to do horrible things and post things in there that shouldn't be in there. So that's my main concern. I will send you an invite. Susa, that's exactly the same thing for me, to be honest. I don't join many other Discords because I find that if I'm not part of the conversation that's in there, I feel that I'm not contributing, and that then makes me feel bad. So I don't really join them. Are you trying to find the map for the left side? Yes, but I was also watching Hob, and he was in a castle which was like this, in an area filled with the chopped up shamans put into pots, and then there was a big gate that led to another area, and I don't know what that was. And I can't remember whereabouts that is. Yeah, do you want to know what proper spell's like? There you go. Enjoy. Right. Is it down here? I don't think it is. I'm completely lost. Wow, I am overpowered for this area. How did a skull end up randomly spawning up there? Yes, I did notice you, Susa. I try to notice everybody that comes into my channel, especially if people are behaving and being nice. If you take the time to say hello in my channel, I will take the time to acknowledge you. No, you don't. Ah, so it's not this way either. Oh dear. I have no idea where this is supposed to be. Don't you dare. That is very useful for stun locking them. Oh, it's not this way. I'm looking for whatever gets me here. And I don't know where it is. Not a clue. I thought it was there. Wherever could it be? Wasn't the sunken chapel. Wasn't the church district. Storehouse loft. What's that? Ah. Well, that's the top of here. Okay. That will take us up there. Fourth floor, 7th floor, 1st floor. Let's go to the 1st floor. Have another look around. Oh, Susan, well, best of luck. Ah, wait a minute. I think it may actually be around here. Yes, I think it's just up here. There you go, this way. Around here, ignoring all the enemies. Not down there, but around here somewhere? No? I will say, the thing that I found really funny on the last stream was that when I was slowly losing my mind in that madness forest, thinking, oh god, nobody's going to be watching this, everybody's going to be bored out their mind, because it was just me running around looking for nothing. That was the point when I had the highest amount of people watching my stream consecutively, as in people were there enjoying it, not dipping in and out, that sort of thing. And there was nothing happening on the stream. It was just me, lost, running around in a forest. I couldn't understand that at all. I'm trying to go here, Arthur. And I believe you get through it through a set of double doors over here. Well, Arthur, it wasn't even pain, because pain is losing repetitively to a boss. But just running around doing nothing is running around doing nothing. And that was the bit I didn't understand. So, figure that one out. They probably enjoyed helping you. They couldn't actually help me though, Susa, because nobody knew the answer. No. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. I quite like this sword because it's good for getting mobs like these stun-locked. But it means you take quite a bit of extra damage. I was the best person to watch when I was just sat around and talked in VR. Oh, thank you. Problem was, though, that was so difficult to do, Susan. It really was difficult. Constantly coming up with new things to talk about was exhausting. I enjoyed it, but I was in a lot of anxiety during the day before, or on the day, thinking, what the heck am I going to talk about? So I work from home, so I don't get the chance to go out much, which means that there's not much going on. That's why I've not been able to tell you many new stories recently. Right, I am lost. Completely lost. I don't know where this area is supposed to be. I need some help, please. So, any lurkers, any chatters, would you happen to know where I go to get to this area, please? Because I can't find it. This area here. Right here, Arthur. Right here. I hear you coming up behind me. Right, let me just get rid of these. There we are. You're going to stay there, right? Okay. Oh, and I can't open my menu now because something's locked onto me. Never mind. What's locked onto me? You. Yeah, you want to fight? So how do I get over here? I know you go underground because I saw Hob do it. Oh, is it just back this way? Oh yes, as for how I opened that statue, I figured out how I knew what it was. Someone told me in a previous stream. Someone told me when I picked up the... what do you call it? When I picked up the gesture, they said, oh, you're going to need to do that by a statue before a boss. And I said, oh, thanks for the spoiler. So, that was how I figured that out. I wish they hadn't done, but at least I got to see the area, which is nice. Because I would probably have never guessed that. This isn't going to take me to the right area at all. This is just going to take me to the rooftop, I think. So as a streamer, this is where the anxiety sets in. You go, okay, is this interesting? Probably not. Right, no, this is just taking me to the wrong place. I'm lost. Ah, how do I get down there? Yeah, I want to be there. Right. Let's try again. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate that. I know you can't get there from Gaius because that was a huge drop. You can't fall down that way. There's got to be somewhere inside this place. Could be further that way. Oh. No, because this is just a dead end. And this then takes you to the hinterlands. It's at the bottom, I think, that path forks from the other flowery area. You mean I go here? Well, that's not how I saw Hob get to it the other day. Hob got to it through a... what do you call? A giant double doors. But I'll take your word for it. So we're going towards what number? Going towards 5. If you're talking though about the underground area in here, I've already been there and that did not take me there. That took me just to... where was it? Took me to round here. Actually, round here. Whereas I want to get round there. So no, it's not this way. No, it's not this way. So I need to get all the way down there. Yep, down there. So it has to be somewhere in the church. Or the Shadow Keep, sorry. Watering hole. We'll try the watering hole. We'll go back up that way. It's around the sunken church and you work your way down. Sunken church. I mean the sunken chapel then. This area was all underwater, so I don't know where the pot area is. I distinctly remember there were a load of people in pots. Ah, now what's this? Ah, now this might be it. Yes, this is it. Is it? No, it isn't. Okay, that's disappointing. What's this way? I really don't want to have to look up a guide because that defeats the purpose. Ah, there we are. So this door. Here we are. But when I first found this area, I didn't see this door at all. Well, thank you, Arthur. That's helped a lot. Right, now, let's see what we've got in here. If my game would stop tabbing in and out. Wish I could fix that. It's happened ever since I installed Battlefield, and I've got rid of Battlefield EA and everything. Oh, Saren's back. I'm so sorry. What have we got waiting for us down here then in these hells? I have a lot of runes. I've got 200,000 runes. Oh. Right. Now, is this one of those bridges which you can cut and then it falls? No. That was a mechanic only in Elden Ring. Sadly. Elden Ring. DS3. Hang on a minute. Where does the light come from? There's light on those windows. Does that mean you can go around? No? So that must be a church that we're outside now. An Iris Grace. What's that for again? Ah, yes, I can use that one to give someone sight, can't I? And 50,000 rune, very nice. Ooh, what is that? Right. What have I got in the physic? Consecutive attacks grow stronger. I'll take the FP restoring. And HP restoration? It's not very good, but we'll try it. Now that looks like a boss battle area. That does not look like a normal area. So what I'm going to do is put those 200,000 runes into upgrade materials. I'm not wasting them. Looks frightening in there. And given that I've had to downgrade my armour to this cloth rag. Sorry, it's back. Right. Okay. We'll take... what did we have? And we got 2 of each of those. There we are. Right. We'll upgrade our new weapons whilst we're here. I know you want to see me fight, but I've got to upgrade my weapons first.
Now.
Okay. This one, Smithing Stone 8. Oh, okay. I thought I already had it. I've said it before, the final boss of this game is just running backwards and forwards to the old crones to buy what you need. Smithing Stone 8. Oh, I didn't buy them, did I? I wish they gave a bit more lore about the scatter tree and that sort of thing. Alright. And an ancient dragon smithing stone. Not just yet, so I've not used it enough. Now, what else was it that we needed to upgrade? The sword lance I didn't reckon much to at all. It was kind of boring. And I think they're all upgraded now. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, just buy the rest of the stuff. And then we're done. Oh, 1-1 if you'd like to see me switch to Minecraft sometime, please. There we are. Right, let's see what we've got. Did I write? The Tree Worship Sanctum. Interesting. If it's a tree, then it's going to not bleed. It'll need fire. Could use a blasphemous blade. We're not going to use a blasphemous blade. We used Vike's War Spear. Let's see what that's like. And we'll get some fire spells. You're not a fan of Minecraft graphics? I may be able to get a mod pack. That one. That one. And... I'm guessing it's a tree because it's at a tree area. It could be something completely wrong. We'll take ice weapon just in case. Good afternoon, Lush. How are you doing? And Iceling, good to see you. How's my day been? My day has been rather dull. Right, is it going to be a boss fight or just a normal area? Oh, it's just a normal area. Okay, never mind, so... Oh, wait, you can't summon Torrent? So... This morning I got up really early to teach a client. And they weren't there. So I thought, oh, right, well, that was my day planned to do the teaching that they needed, and then spend the rest of the day doing the rest of the stuff for them, with a little bit of cleaning and the usual. But no, they didn't turn up. I got paid, because I always get the money in advance. But annoyingly, what that means is I have to do an awful lot more preparation for when I teach them another day. Because, well, you need to make sure that you understand what you're doing. And you need to refresh it in your mind. So, yeah, that's annoying. Okay, what is going on in this area? Put a dot over there, then. That's true, Susa. It's true. How's your day been? Same question for all of you. Anything special? Nothing that way. Okay, what am I missing? Or is it one of these be brave and jump off areas? Could be. Loosh, no spoilers, please. Come on, you know the rules. No spoilers, please. What does it say at the top? No hints, no tips, no backseating. Thank you. My operator, a 3... Well, no, actually, it should be a 1 warning, and that's it. So no spoilers, please. Just have a look over here. Are you alive? Oh! Oh, you're... Okay. Okay, you've got some muscles on you, haven't you? Well, Madness Flame does a fair bit of damage. I'll take that. Ooh, those thorns don't look very nice, do they? Ah, I'm slow casting, very slow casting. Oh wow. I'm not being able to get a single spell cast yet. Never mind. Right. I'll try that again. At least I know where it is now. Your day was happy. Cat, cuddles, tea, chocolate, strawberries. Very nice. That's wonderful. Right. We might be able to get there in time. Without these running out. I knew it looked like a boss area. Oh wow, well, that's a brilliant spell. God, the blood loss. No, it doesn't give you time to cast any spells, does it? Maybe Blood Flame Talons. Ah, that's better. Now... that is a grab attack, I think. What's this? You know what? I'm just going to keep rolling. It is creepy, isn't it? But it seems that I'm dead. I was repeatedly pressing roll there, and I think I'd just been pushed into the ground. Yes, I had been pushed into the ground. Right. We can do this. What do we got? We got that. In we go. So Blood Flame Talons is what we want to use. Oops. Ah, pressing roll a bit too late there. What are the hitboxes in this thing? Come on. Perfect. So that single attack will do a lot of damage if I can actually get it to work. Now this is the rolling attack. Wow, that's a brilliant spell. Have some fire. Yes, that's a good attack. Ah, this boss is going to be easier than I thought. If I don't bleed out. My game just alt-tabbed it again. I wonder if it's an OBS issue. Hey, there we go. Easy. Easy. Oh, wait. Why? Why are you still alive? What? What? Oh, lovely. You've got a... I thought something was wrong because I didn't get the last attack on its eye. Right, so what I saw there was when it fell, it had a part on its eye. And I thought I had to get that in time. I bet you do. There we are. Don't do that! Does ice lightning do anything against it? Oh, this is good. No. Ah ha ha. Right. Remind me next time to get the face stab, alright? Some flowers are probably in bloom soon. That'll be true, yes. So, Susa, I'm a voice coach. Sort of thing that I do. It's very fun. When AI isn't stealing my clients, I'll say that much. A lot of people are cloning their voices now so they don't speak, believe it or not. Oh, wrong. Wrong. Come on. I'm trying to look at chat, and I'm not focusing. What do you suppose, then, has caused this avatar to be so aggressive towards me? Anyway, all I did was just pop on by. It's not as if I did anything mean. Didn't take any flowers. Just decided that it didn't like me. Now just keep running. Oh no. Can't see anything. Great sound design for this boss. There we are. Do you know what? I want to see second phase. We'll try it without doing that. See what happens in second phase. Go on, back you come. Oh! Never mind. Right, try that again. I'm not going to go for the final riposte, because I'm enjoying the fight. Susu, what's happening? A lot of people that I would coach are not voice actors. They would go to, say for example, an acting coach. The people that I'm working with are people who just don't quite like their voice, but they need to speak. The problem is that those people are now using AI to do the recording for them. Say for example, if they need to record something for work. Which means that I'm not as busy as I used to be. I could teach voice actors, but only real, absolute beginner ones who in their first few months. But I'm nowhere near good enough to teach the professionals. Not the speech therapist, no, that's something completely different. I'm not going to give away too much though, because then I'll dox myself. I just help people get better voices, put it that way. Now, there we are. Do I enjoy teaching? Absolutely. It's very fun. Really rewarding when you work with someone who I can't lock on. Who suddenly finds the thing in themselves that they always wanted to improve. Come on over here. You can be quite aggressive with this boss. As long as you don't bleed out, like I nearly did there. Oh, I'm stuck under the ground again. That's weird. So you can get stuck under the ground in this area. Surprised they haven't fixed that. I'm dead. Got no heals. Accidentally healed one too many times. There we are, never mind. I'm doing a lot of damage, or the boss doesn't seem to have health. I'm using Vike's spear, which has flames on it. So, that's probably why. Actually, let's have a bit of fun. Why don't I use... what's it called? Yes, why not? So I've got 4 of those apparently. Okay. Let's have some fun with 2 of those hefty furnace pots because I'd like to see what they do. Spirit Calculus, which I believe explodes. The fire snakes. And what else have I got? Oh, I've got this, haven't I? So I need to replace the foul foot with those. Actually, no, I need to craft more of those before I forget. Else I'll be disappointed when I realise I don't have any. There we are. Right. You've seen another streamer stuck here for a bit. It's one of these bosses where it feels as if you can punish it, but you have to remember not to be taking advantage of the points when you really shouldn't. And that's when you get a little bit overzealous. What does this do? Oh, I missed! Oh, extremely expensive item there. Just missed. Well, that does a lot of damage, okay. I don't mind if I die. Oh my god! Fire coils! God, look at the damage. So let's use a Sprite Stone. Now a Sprite Stone will move very, very slowly and just orbit it for a while. And then decide eventually to explode. Like now. Yep, mine just exploded, so I've just got to keep rolling. There we are. Now, can I replace that with anything else? Fire? Yes, soak them in oil. Okay. Got one of these, don't miss. Oh, bother. I missed, didn't I? See what this does. It's not bad, actually. Could be better, though. Oh, my character just unequipped his weapon because I pressed the wrong thing. If it does that again, I'm dead. Get a bit of heals, please. Not doing that well this time. Struggling to get my dodges timed. Might die here. Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, I knew it. Wish you could see the debuffs on the boss's health bar. No, that'd make it too easy. That's the whole point of the challenge, to be able to figure out, okay, what is this boss weak against? Experimenting with different weapons. Say, for example, if I tried Moog's Spear. That's Blood Flame. I'll craft a couple of hefty pots, and I've got 13 of these. I can farm these. That's fine. And also, I'm going to use a volcano pot, continuous fire damage. There we are. And not that one. It wants to be oil first. Then the hefty. Then the volcano pots. And then, if I have anything left, we'll do a frenzied stone and more of fire snakes. Actually, probably a really useful way of no-hitting this boss would be to use the fire snakes, because they do so much damage. Yeah. Okay. Won't use them all. Think it'd be good for a casual. See, that's the thing. I think a person can be a casual player if they adapt how they casually play. I mean, I'm a casual player in this game. I'm only playing it twice a week. Oh, look at that damage! You see, just by using a different attack, I've made the game trivially easier there. And that's just by doing that. By switching weapon. So what I've done there is soaked him in oil. And now he shall take an awful lot extra damage to fire. I figured that out simply by saying, okay, what can I do differently? No guides, no nothing, just... Oh, there's a tree. Every wait to flames. Now if we put a frenzy stone down. Oh, try to heal. Oh, I'm dead. Ah, nearly. You see that, though? That's what I'm talking about. This is a fun boss, Hodvoy. I'm really enjoying this one. Really am. It's a nice little challenge where it seems easy and then it punishes you again and again and again. And that's what I like. It forces you to think. And thank you for the hydrate. Right, we've got those left. Okay. We'll be fine. Second phrase is a lot more aggressive. I'd like to know what happens when you repost him. But I'm not going to, just for the sake of it. I bet this fight would be an awful lot easier if I had my good, what do you call it? Armor on, but I'm not going to use it just yet. Now, if we put a frenzied flame here, that's where he spawns. Oh, it doesn't do that much damage, never mind. I had hoped it'd do a lot more. Well, worth a try. Now, fire coils. And that's without even the hefty oil pot. Okay, we might miss this. No, we got it. And I need to make sure now that I heal. Switch to my blood flame. Oh, I'm gonna die. Try Volcano Pot. There you are. So Volcano Pot by his face is pretty good. You can lure him here. Now Volcano Pot down at the bottom. Try and keep him there. Roll again. Kind of difficult to dodge that one because you can't see what else is going on. Ooh, that bleed will kill me if I get one more. How long does an oil pot last? No idea. Ooh, bad rolls on my behalf there. Oh, don't do another, please. Ideally, I want to hit him in the face with one of these furnace pots. Just don't know the right time to throw it. Maybe now. No, missed the face. Never mind. Just get there. The Honfire, what I try and do is use as much as possible in any fight to vary it up. I like trying all sorts of different techniques. And I'm going to die. Yep, rolling too early. I'm trying to read chat and fight. It's not something I'm very good at. Actually, yes, it would make sense if the oil is a one-time burn thing. Would. Right. So... ooh, a frenzied flame pod. Yeah, we'll give those a try. So, the volcano pot wasn't good. The surging frenzied flame stone certainly wasn't. But these fire coils definitely are. Right. I need something that wards against blood loss. What wards against blood loss? Can't remember. It would take a dappled. I think that does everything. Luce, that is a second spoiler you've put in the channel today. Please don't mention that sort of stuff because I've not fought them. Come on, play the game. By yourself. Not for me. Thank you. Hello? Now, can I get this without it? Nope, never mind. Let's try again. There we are. Now, this goes down here. And that there. Oh! I've just thrown the oil pot at the wrong time. Never mind. No illusion, not hot. And so... same again. Don't talk about how you dealt with bosses and things. That sort of tip is not what I want. Thank you. What a frenzied flame fire pot does. Because Vike's spear was working well. Uh, 2,000 damage, that's not too bad. Fire coil. And again. Homing fire is great for this boss. And I'm dead. Oh, I just missed. Good. I like that you can do this long range. Ah, the file coils do have a distance that they won't travel beyond. Might be able to get the third. Yay! There we go. And is that it? Let's see if it comes back for a third phase. What are you going to do? Is it going to be the same phase? No, new music. Ooh, what is that? Okay. Oh, it's dying. I see. Same again. Not much of a damage boost on the thing. Feels almost sad to kill it. All it's trying to do is survive. A bit like I'm trying to survive that attack. Oh, I might die. You can't roll out of that one either. Oh! This is a last-ditch attempt, isn't it? There we go. GG chat, GG! Hey, there we are. Right. Oh, I forgot to use my golden pickled foot. Never mind. That was fun. So it would have been interesting to find out what would happen if I had reposted it at the very end. If it would have denied it its other phases. But that was fun. And Honfi, thank you for the follow. Right. What did we get? We got Miquella's Great Rune. Retains naught but the power to resist charms. Broken and bereft of its bounty, it retains naught but the power to resist charms. Miquella set off for the tower enshrouded by shadow, abandoning everything. His golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate. All in effort to bury the original sin, to embrace the whole of it, and to be reborn as a new god. And the shadow tree, or the scudder tree, is the shadow of the Erd tree, born of dark notions that bear no sense of order, that twist and bend its stock, rendering it brittle. It was brittle. Right. There we go. Thank you, Honfi. Thank you, Luge. Now, let me see. Oh, we need a lot more runes. So we will now go to... First of all, I still need to find that map. I have no idea how I get there. Let's have a look around. We're in the Mouth Cave. We'll have another explore. Do I just go through the cave? Is that what it was? What's been the hardest fight? Oh, Mesmer. I was stuck on Mesmer for 14 hours. Oh, wait a minute. It's not in here because this just takes me to the... What do you call it? This just takes me to the Blood Fiends. Mesmer was the only fight I truly found not enjoyable on Foy. Because I couldn't even process what he was doing in my head. With the amount of flames and the movement and that sort of thing. If you compare that to, say, for example, what's she called? Relina? Oh, it's up there. Right, okay. Relina was very challenging, but ultimately I figured out what she was doing. Relina was challenging because she moved so fast, but I was able to keep up because there weren't so many visual effects on the screen. The others, though, with, what's it called, Mesmer? No, that was just too much. It looked like a bunny jumping around. Yes, it did. Now, you can't get down that way to get up there, so... How do I get there? Actually, have I even been there? I don't know. Fogriff Catacombs. I wonder if it's in there. Do I like the swords from her? They're okay. They have a nice riposte, which is a two-time riposte. I'll show you if I pop a shield on. Oh yes, I got Ansbach's longbow, didn't I? Right, okay. Well, there's going to be a... What would you call it? Little gremlin up ahead, isn't there? I'm looking for guarded attack negation, that's it. What's the shield? That's the one I'm looking for. So most things only offer one riposte. And if I can get it. I don't know why my riposte isn't working. I'm pressing the button. Hello? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, aren't I? Just ignore me. My brain's a little slow. You see, it does 2. Whereas most would only do 1 hit. But a lot of the creatures in the DLC are armoured with, well, armour, or stone. And as this is a slashing blade, it's not that good. DLC weapons, I think, are a bit of a letdown because, well, they're underpowered in comparison to the other stuff. Let's just carry on. Let's use Vag Spear. Yeah, I can jump too. How do you like that? Right, moving on. I have 200,000 runes. I am just going to put on a sacrificial twig. I don't remember this. You. Thank you. Strange that these are weak to frenzied fire, unless they are spirits, because spirits themselves are weak to frenzy. Now, you. Bane of my existence last time. Thank you. Goodbye. You like the greatsword katana? That's the thing that's carried me through the game so far. I've just decided to stop using it. Ooh, thought it was still alive. Now, where is that ice golem? Oh, there you are! I'm hoping I'm going in the right direction. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, bother. Never mind. There you are. You really enjoyed the new weapons? Envoy, so far, they've been fun, but woefully underpowered for the DLC. And that's the bit where they've been a little bit of a letdown. Alright, yes, I could use them if I fancied attacking each enemy 10 different times until I could take them down. But that's my main gripe. Say, for example, you've got the backhand blades. I've fully upgraded those, and yet, and this is with, what, 40 decks? And yet, they're pretty low down the mark. The Maddening Hand, that would have been fantastic, but again, it does 122 damage. It's not exactly much, is it? Milady's fun. I wish you could get these as a hat. That would be so fun. Maybe you can later on, I don't know. Right, I want to go on top of him. That's it. Oh, I didn't see that. Of course you don't see it because it hides your character. There we are. And it doesn't look like there is anything this way either. Oh, I'd like to say, by the way, I spotted that those things were holding a baby before Zully even noticed. Don't know how I managed to do that. I saw it and pointed it out on stream ages ago. I've been playing Elden Ring now for 8 months. Ah. Okay, how do we deal with this? That's how you deal with it. Now you don't bleed, but you are wearing armour. So enjoy getting struck by lightning in that fancy army of yours. Now my attack's quicker. There we are. I hear you. Oh, you're the one who can one-shot me, aren't you? And I can't lock on. Now, I don't think you can get to the map fragment from these catacombs. I'm going to have to keep looking. Again, if you know though, please don't let me know. I'd like to find it myself. We went... Oh, I can go down here, can you? No, not that way. Never mind. Try somewhere else. We'll burn what we need to do at the Church of the Bud. Alright. This was a fun fight, but this fight was way too easy for me. Don't know why. I think I took her down in about 4 or 5 tries. Cutscene time, I think. Hopefully we get a cutscene. What have we got? We've got the little sort of ageless people from Demon Souls who were always waiting. They were the Eternals or the Immortals, I think. I can't remember which. And then you've got the tree that looks like the ceiling tree, or what is half of that. Yeah, that's it. So it mirrors. Yes, it does. It mirrors here. Right. See what happens. Burn it? No, we don't want to do that. Done this twice now. There he goes. What was it that Godric said? In our land of shimmering gold. It was, wasn't it? Gosh, look at that. Incredible design. What's going to happen now? Ah, okay, okay. Somber Smithing Stone 9. How many runes do we have? 300,000. Right, okay. Can I just get a few more and do another level up? 80,000. And we need how many? Oh, well, okay, 100,000. Or 110,000, sorry. So we'll use that. And we will use the next one. Where is it? Ah, so DLC-wise, the Lamenter's Mask. This is a perfect example of what I mean about DLC items. The Lamenter's Mask was great fun until you went to use the actual mask attack. And then it took about, well, I think it was about 2 or 3 attacks to kill a single deer. Which is a little bit underpowered, we'll say that much. Right, now, I've just... Yeah, there we are. So we'll put a bit more into... Dex. Or a bit more into Vigor, because I could use a bit more health. Yes, there we are. The mask is a weapon. It is, yes. Let me show you. So, if you just decide to put this on... oh, that's it. You need to take your armor off first. So, there you go, chat. You get to see shirtless me. Enjoy. So, now, you put the mask on. And a transformation occurs. And you turn into a Lamenter. And a Lamenter in the DLC is someone who apparently experiences a wonderful grief. Or a joyous grief. Which is the rapture in suffering. Figure that one out. The problem is, though, it does have an attack, which is this. It makes the giant mask, but it does no damage whatsoever. Let me show you. There. Do you see the tiny amount of damage it does? I'm dead. These are like fighting blenders. It is a little useless, yes. And if I remember correctly, these things don't stagger. There we are. Oh, I can only take this off, by the way, when I die, so now I've got no armor. Which makes the game a little bit more fun. I wish they'd put a bit more detail into the statues so you could tell who they were, rather than merely look like generic statues. Look at that. A little Ark of the Covenant. What's going on? That is a funeral procession in there, isn't it? So you've got a backwards facing ram with a funeral procession. I wonder if that is for Miquella's body. Because Miquella has been saying throughout all this, I abandon here my body parts, that sort of thing. I wonder if that's what that's for. Ah, Grace over there. Good. Sensors, caskets. These sort of things. Would have been nice to know if there were any lore for those statues. And I need to try out the Luke Ross VR mod on this again once I've finished the DLC. So experiencing this in VR would be beautiful. If you rest, no, the mask does not come off. What's that? Oh, they're carrying. So you see on the torch there, that is like an Egyptian funeral boat, I think. So the Egyptian funeral boats, when they were sending bodies down the Nile, I'm sure they were in that particular shape. That's probably where they got the inspiration from. And then you've got two figures embraced by horn scent. And then a little bias relief of the Erd tree. We'll say though, the VR mod is not very good. That's one of the little disappointments. Before we go up, let's go outside. Oh wow, look at that. What do I hear? Oh, who are you? Ah, you're one of those things, okay. But you bleed. So these are giant horn scent. That's it. Come over here. If you dare. Ah, you won't come over the gap, will you? Go on. You've noticed, by the way, on its horns, they are ever so slightly calcified. Oops, wrong thing. Can't get too close or it'll attack me. But they're ever so slightly calcified. They're a great big mass. You see? And that can happen to deer in real life. Now, why don't we try this? Yep, that'll do. I feel a little overpowered with this build, but hey, the DLC's always been a challenge. Who are you? Oh, you're up there. What are they praying to? Praying to a font. Font of wisdom? Another dancing lion? And yes, that was a summon from the last one. That fight was tough, actually. Jiro, I think he was called. Lightning-proof liver. Okay, so there's going to be lightning in this area. Good to know. Lightning. Oh, manflies. Lovely. What are you accursed creatures doing in what is clearly such a holy land? Unless there's no shame of any resident being here. It could be, actually. Remember at the end of Dark Souls 3, there was the point when the whole land started to converge together, where everywhere you'd visited was just there. I wonder if this is similar, where everything is allowed to be here. What are you saying? And this is the Gandhararan Buddha-inspired statue. If you take the head off and put the Buddha on it, Buddha head, it looks identical. Incredible piece of sculpture made hundreds of years ago. What's that? Bias relief shows... Birds? Beasts? Oh, there are people in the trees. Look. Do I like history? Not particularly, to be honest, but I do enjoy going to museums and seeing artwork and not understanding a word of what's going on and then learning the stories behind it. Yeah, there are people in the trees. The reason I don't like history, as in studying it, is because I'm terrible at remembering it. The joy of having a memory disability means that you can't remember anything. What's up there? Still don't know what the point of the Lamenta mask is, actually, now that I think about it. What are those? Ah. Excuse me, I'm just going to interrupt your morning. Thank you. Oh, thin beast bones. Just what I need. Okay, that's another thing I don't understand what the DLC does that for. The DLC will give you the most trivial of all items in weird places. In places where you would expect something. Hidden around this secret back corner are thin beast bones and red flesh mushrooms, which you get in your hundreds throughout the gameplay. Ah, nice little sand bath there. What subjects do I enjoy studying? That's been a question I've been asking myself recently, actually. Studying has become more and more difficult for me because of the stresses of life that's going on. So I'm not being able to sit down and focus on the things that I used to enjoy. I used to enjoy the study of rhetoric. Find out how politicians used to pull the wool over people's eyes and say, okay, right, you're not going to do that to me. Let's see what it is that you meant by that, which you actually said. And try and figure out how people manage to sway your emotions into ways, oh no, that you really wouldn't have once agreed with. I find that kind of anti-democratic. But it can also be used for good. But recently I've not been able to study that because my brain has been so mushy. Well, that's one thing. 2. Voice acting. That's fun. Learning how to manipulate your voice to the point where you can convey emotions. Because there are some great actors out there who say that when they gave this incredible performance, they didn't actually feel what they were saying. They could just change the tone of the voice so it sounded as if they did. Ah, Spira, okay. And that's why they've got a little spiral staircase there, I see. Nice. What does it say about that spell? Sorcery of the Tower Priests. Ah, so that's what these are called. Wrap one's arms together and hold them up to the heavens to summon a spiral of light that erupts at the enemy's feet. Spiral is a normalized crucible current that in one day will form a current that stretches to the gods. A crucible current? What do they mean by that? Crucible current. Well, the crucible is... I heard your footstep. A primordial form of existence, which gives birth to the entities that spawn from it. So a crucible current would be a form of primordial magic? I don't know. I'm losing the words here. That's what I mean. My brain goes a bit mushy. You're a commentator for esports tournaments. Neat. Ah. I would say for esports commentary, the voice is nowhere near as important as the commentary. That witty quickness of the brain, which, given how slowly I speak, I really don't have. I admire the people that do. Also, what the heck was that? There was a mote on my screen just for a second there. There was a streamer I watched not long ago called Rivington. That was it, Rivington. And he was an esports commentator. And he was amazing at what he did. This is a dancing lion night. Ah, I see why they gave me a lightning-proof liver. But never mind, you're dead now. And he didn't drop his item either. Aw. Thought I would have got something special for that. Means I have to farm it, doesn't it? You wouldn't know if you're studying anything, just kind of going with what you feel is okay. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Dragon Ball grease. Don't think I've seen that before. Perhaps then, the best way to study that, Lewis, would be to practice improv. I can't remember what it's called. No, you don't. But it's an exercise where you take an idea to the far and furthest extremes possible by being as witty and random as possible to try and make it sound convincing in what you're saying. Sort of thing that comedians do. I can't do it. That's the best I can explain it. Anything in here? Yes, I can hear something breathing. No. Oh, they're Inquisitors. That's what they're called. You commentate Rocket League, which is quite fast, so you have to be rapid. See, that's the thing I couldn't do. Very slow thinker. Probably because I do have minor brain damage, so... But that's my fault. Is that being cast by a person up here? Oh, come on. Who was casting that? Who was casting... Are those people? Oh god, they are. What is that? Those are the people that you saw... Ah, there they are. That you saw in the main game coming from... oh, what was it called? Nokron. The underground city of Nokron. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a funny feeling that there's going to be something interesting beyond this door. So that's it. We're going to save it until next week. So, our next stream will be on Tuesday at, let's call it 5 p.m, I think. Yes. Tuesday, 5 p.m. or 6. Let's have a look. We'll call it 6 o'clock. Yes, because I'm not going through this door. I've reached my 3 hours. So no spoilers, please. And then we'll see what happens. Okay? So thank you for being here. As always, love yourself, look after yourself, and let's see who we can raid. Who have we got going at the moment? Raid channel. Oh, Lucia, I'm very sorry. If I could stop the ads, I would. I hate them with a passion. I don't make any money from them. There's no point in them being played. I don't enjoy them at all. So, who have we got? Who have I got similar, smaller size? There we are. Ah, I know who we're going to raid. Okay. So, we have someone who's playing a new game called Dishonored, and they've just started streaming, called Liquison. Little elf VTuber. Lovely, charming, relaxing to watch. I think you're going to enjoy her. So we'll raid Liquison. Right. There we go. I am Lucia. I've done my 3 hours. And frankly, my back is starting to ache. I need to do a bit of stretching, so I've been sat around for a while. So Gandolph. Raid. And I'm working early tomorrow, so I can't do a late night, unfortunately, as well. There we go. Right. As always, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Love yourself. Look after yourself. And I will see you on Tuesday. All right? Enjoy Liquison. See you then.